Hi, I'm Philip Hundle, and I practice eminent domain law, representing specifically landowners facing condemnation cases by either pipeline companies, state of Texas through TxDOT with the road expansion projects, or also high voltage transmission line projects, CenterPoint, Entergy, different companies like that. Today, I'd like to just specifically talk to you about these road expansion projects. We're seeing a lot of road expansion projects in Fort Bend County, Texas, also happening, of course, all over the place, Fort Bend County as well, but lots of expansions of highways, roadways, we call them TxDOT projects. So I'd like to just talk to you briefly about those and just give you some things to think about. Now, let's start out with these projects. Often are, they're on the TxDOT website. These projects or different county websites, if it's a county project or county condemnation project. And a lot of times we hear about these projects years before and nothing happens for a long time. Sometimes we see these projects actually, I won't say won't ever happen, but they don't happen sometimes in landowners' lifetime. But they hear about these upcoming projects. There's lots of them. I can mention them, Grand Parkway, the southern portion, the southwest portion of the Grand Parkway, but just a lot of different projects. And so to keep that in mind, that the time frame on these projects are oftentimes very long. So you need to have patience. And even once the project begins, the state hires right-of-way agents or right-of-way acquisition companies. There's several that they seem to all use more than others. But that acquisition process or surveying, valuation process can be a very lengthy, long process, and lots of landowners become impatient or insistent on why things aren't moving as fast as they're used to with maybe a private condemnation through a pipeline or power line. So kind of the first thing I always like to say is with these TxDOT projects, they're just like a longer time frame. When they want to enter your property for surveying purposes, they'll have their own little simple one-pager right of entry or inspection. Be careful with that. At that point, I always suggest landowners find an attorney that is familiar with eminent domain, condemnation, and representing landowners, and they can help you with a more limited right of entry agreement so that the state can have the ability to go on your property, but it's limited, and there's some protections for you so that they can do their surveying and also their appraisal of your property. And also, visit with an attorney so that the attorney can talk to you about what information you do or don't need to share with them or tell them at that time. It's really important. And then also just be mindful, specifically all this property in Fort Bend County, for example, or any metropolitan area, the valuations of this land will be dollars per square foot of property taken, because most of it's, we're looking at its highest and best use, and most of it technically along these larger roadways. And I'm not talking about highways or freeways, but even just these larger, once were county roads that are now being expanded or farm to market roads, is highest and best use commercial property. So, appraisals are very subjective. And so, one appraiser may believe that the highest and best use is something other than a different appraiser. So I suggest you visit with your attorney. They can explain to you valuations of your property and what is included in your damage calculation. And more importantly, the time frame and the steps in the process. So with that, good luck. Like I said, lots of TxDOT projects happening specifically in Fort Bend County. We've got our eyes on them. We've got lots of clients that we're representing. So just be careful. I've seen some, other landowners near clients that have fallen into some pitfalls. And so be careful with that. We will, from time to time, link some of the TxDOT projects to the website. So check that. And also on the YouTube channel, click subscribe if you'd like to get updated with the new videos when we come out with them. Okay, thanks.